Hi, I'd like to talk to you about VRChat and the dangers its rabbit hole poses and how deep it goes. Well, what is VRChat, you might ask? It's essentially a free-to-play, massively multiplayer online game, but not in your strictest sense. When we think MMOs, we think World of Warcraft, Lineage, and other MMORPGs. Well, and this isn't it, because essentially, there really is technically no gameplay, there is no leveling, there is no RPG elements. It's just a social platform where people can gather, use a ton of different avatars, talk to each other, have fun. Doesn't really sound that brilliant, right? It's like I don't know, sort of like a Facebook without the likes, I suppose, and real-time communication. But, well, the cool thing is, even if you don't have a VR headset, you can still play this. First of all, it's free, and secondly, well, you can install it on your desktop and play without headsets. Of course, you are going to miss on a lot of features that VR allows you to do, but you can experience it and play with your friends. So, the cool thing also is that if you do have a VR headset, this game is compatible with a lot of stuff, including Oculus. Oculus has some limitations, so it cannot access some of the worlds and avatars that are designed for PC only. So, there you go. So, let's go back to that whole no gameplay thing. It sounds a bit boring, right? And I admit, I thought about that as well when Jezebel told me, hey, now that you have a VR headset, we should try VRChat. It looks interesting. And I looked at the game and I thought, okay, it might be an interesting, kind of weird, kind of boring experience for a couple of hours. Well, what, 150 plus hours later, I have well and truly fallen into the rabbit hole it represents, as you can probably tell. Anyway, there's a lot of things you can do because most of the content in VRChat is player created. Anyone can go create avatars, effects, animations, and entire worlds. This world, for example, all of it has been created by some user. And a lot of it is actually quite nice. And it's not just like this to have a nice view. I've got a living room there, a TV where you can play YouTube videos or music or whatever. There's a load of things you can do. For example, we can go look at an aquarium, marvel at all the fishes. We could go for a nice ride on a roller coaster in a theme park. If you prefer dancing, there's always options for that in Club Orion, for example, with live DJ events, or you can DJ yourself and have a splendid time dancing. Just chill out with your friends, maybe get a drink. Go to mind-bending worlds with crazy architecture. And that's really just a little tiny piece of what you can experience and what I have experienced here. Really, I mean, if you can think of it, it probably exists in VRChat. So, why the rabbit hole? Well, because, like I said, it sounds boring, but when you actually get into it, spend a few hours in it, especially if you have a VR headset, and you start meeting people, getting new friends, chatting, doing silly things, laughing, hours just go by, and then you start falling deeper into that rabbit hole. You say, well, I don't want to just move my fingers and hands and head. I also want to move my feet. I want to move my waist so I can dance. I want room scale so I can walk around and dance better, or, well, worse in my case. I want, for example, I've just hit my fan. That was excellent. I want, for example, face tracking. So you can do stuff like this. And be more expressive. I want eye tracking, which I don't have, but, That's the rabbit hole of danger that you fall into, and you just want more and more and more. Because honestly, completely honestly speaking, this is probably one of the most fun I've had in any game ever. There's just, like I said, so much to do. There's thousands of worlds, thousands of tastes, thousands of avatars you can have. Anything you can think of, really. Crazy people, mad people, fun people, weird people. It's all here. And it's very easy to block people if you don't like them, which means that neither you or they will be able to see each other or hear each other. So, yeah, those are the dangers of VRChat. Do I recommend it? Absolutely, because it's a lot of fun. But be careful, and be careful of your wallet. Bye.